everyone once again, and welcome. Sorry, we had to take some time to set up the whole system. Okay, so this is Mr. Banito here, and we've been talking about cryptocurrency. We started the discussion yesterday, and we just want to get us have enough information as to decide whether we want to become crypto experts or not, crypto investors or not. Okay, so yesterday we started with looking at introduction to what cryptocurrency was all about. We looked at the characteristics of cryptocurrency, why should you invest in cryptocurrency, types of cryptocurrency, blockchain, risks, and then we had an introduction to Bitcoin. So today we are going to continue with Bitcoin. And like I said yesterday, we are going to be focusing more on Bitcoin. So if you have interest in other coins, you just learn about Bitcoin and then you can use the same principle to apply to other coins. So I'm going to leave this page here for those of us that just joined. So maybe you could just go through it and then we continue. All right, thank you for going through it. So we are streaming this online at YouTube. So in case you may have any difficulty with Zoom, please feel free to use YouTube to view all the lectures or all the discussions rather. So I'm going to be sharing the link. And I would like to know if there are questions from yesterday's session. If there are questions from yesterday's session, we will just take them. What we want to achieve is that by the end of this program or by the end of this discussion, you would have had enough information to decide whether you want to go into cryptocurrency or not. Okay, but from the discussion we had yesterday, we were able to establish that cryptocurrency is the future money. Okay, is the future assets that we could all think of. So if you've not thought about it, maybe you could start thinking about it. Okay, so Dr. Emmanuel Ayodele, I have your hands up. So if you have a question, please kindly unmute and let's hear from you, sir. Dr. Emmanuel Ayodele. Okay, I trust everyone could hear me loud and clear. Please, if everyone could hear me loud and clear, please, can you type 11 in the chat room? Let me be sure. All right, thank you. So, Dr. Ayodele, your mic is open, your hand is up, so I don't know if you have something to say. Could that be network challenge?
I think it's the network is really not clear here. Maybe it's my internet.
Oh, so sorry. I could hear you, but it's breaking. Okay, so maybe you could put your question in the chat room, please. We'll take care of that from the chat room. Okay, do we have any question from yesterday's session? Maybe you could put it in the chat room, but if your network is very okay from where you are, please feel free to just raise your hand and ask your question. Feel free to raise your hand, ask your question. We will okay, so I have Emmanuel Ikechukwu, is like today is for the Emmanuel. All right, please, can you go ahead, sir? Please, Emmanuel Ikechukwu, can you unmute and go ahead?
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, sorry. I don't know if I wanted to ask about mining. I know a little about it. I'm not asking in particular to yesterday. I don't know if it was discussed yesterday. I wanted to just know, ask
Okay.
if you can throw more light on mining as during the course of the class.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll talk about mining as part of the content for Bitcoin technology. So, but we've not talked about it. We only mentioned it, but we've not gone into it in detail. So we will talk about it as the discussion goes on.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay. Um, so this is like the summary of what we had yesterday about Bitcoin. And we said that Bitcoin is a decentralized network of digital currency. Transactions are made to and from 16 character encrypted addresses. These addresses are mathematically secure so that nobody but the owner of the address can transfer the funds that belong to it. To put it simply, Bitcoin is a network of independent computers that generate, propagate, and verify monetary transactions. So like I was trying to say, Bitcoin is basically, or cryptocurrencies generally, they are just the future of money. Okay. And like I also said yesterday, that the way we have crypto trading is the same way we have forex trading. Okay. Forex trading is all about money going up and down, up, down. So people buy it when it's down and sell when it's high. In the same way, crypto trading, you buy when it's down, you sell when it's up. So more of what we are focusing in this class actually is on the crypto trading. Okay, although we'll talk a little about the mining, but more of what we are talking about here is crypto trading, more of investment, crypto investment. That's more of what we talk about here. Okay, all right. So get Bitcoin. We say before you buy Bitcoin, you have to install wallet software onto your computer. The wallet will allow you to send, receive, and transfer Bitcoin. So it can be an offline software. It can be an online software that you use. To purchase Bitcoin, you have to deposit money into an online exchange that connect Bitcoin buyers and sellers. And then once your exchange has been accepted, or once the exchange has accepted your currency, rather, you can place an order for Bitcoin, similar to the way you would buy stock. All right. So for the sake of those that are joining us for the first time, please would like to reiterate some of the things we said yesterday. Principally, all we want to achieve in this class or in this discussion is to provide enough information or provide information and education for all participants so as to decide what to do as regards to cryptocurrency, whether they want to invest or not. Then secondly, we want to, or we are building a community of trusted buyers and sellers of crypto. So it makes transaction easy. Then thirdly, we just want to expose the opportunities that could actually get you to become rich without you having to have all the hazards. Now, we also made mention that this is not a course. This is just a discussion. And by discussion, we are not presenting ourselves as experts in the crypto technology, okay? We are only providing information available to us as to what we do in the crypto world, how it helps us, and we also want you to have such benefits as well. So we are not the originators of crypto. We are not the owners of crypto. We are not regulators of crypto. We are just as you are. So some people who are interested in cryptocurrency and want to buy into the future. All right. Okay, so that's a little about the background information. Now, there are two WhatsApp groups that have been created in course for this program. Now, the first one is the Crypto Learning Center, where we will share information about cryptos and all of that. Then the second will be the Crypto Trading Center, why the Crypto Learning Center provides information and education on cryptocurrencies. The Crypto Trading Center will only be for those who really want to buy, sell, invest in crypto. Okay, so we only put those who are willing and are ready to commit to invest in crypto. Those are the people we put in the Crypto Trading Center. So we are sure we are having the right set of people we want to have in the community. All right. And by the time we are done with this discussion, hopefully by tomorrow we'll be done with the basic discussion. So by tomorrow you would have known more of the things about crypto trading, and we'll provide you with all the indicators that you need to know, and then you could decide whether you want to buy or not. And tomorrow we'll also provide the community guideline for the community we are building. All right. So if you're ready to abide by it, so we put you in the crypto trading center. If it is too harsh, then we could allow you to use the information you've gathered in other crypto communities. Apart from trading of cryptos, other opportunities we also want to create are the investment opportunities and brokerage. So for those of us who might not have the time to trade, you could get some community of get people from this community of trusted persons who can manage your fund for you. All right. Thank you for that. So if you're here for trading, or you're here for learning, or you're here for investment, all the opportunities exist. All right. Okay. So we shared some tasks yesterday, which is to open up a blockchain account. There's a wallet account for easy transfer and easy receiving and transfer of cryptocurrencies, right? So so we had some people in the WhatsApp group having some challenges. So we are going to be discussing more on the crypto wallets, securing your accounts, how to transfer and how to receive funds. And then by tomorrow, but if we're able to get done with this once this evening, by tomorrow we will deal with the crypto trading, how to make money from cryptocurrencies. All right. So, but this night we are going to do more of ensuring that everyone gets their account ready and they are ready to buy or sell. All right. Okay. So thank you for coming once again. Yesterday we made an admonition that Bitcoin is notorious for scams. So before using any service, look for reviews from previous customers or post your questions on the Bitcoin forum. Now, one of the reasons Nigerians get to be frightened when you mention Bitcoin is I could relate it to when we had MMM in Nigeria. So MMM was one of the platforms that was trying to propagate Bitcoin. I perceive they were trying to use the MMM environment to acquire Bitcoin, which obviously they know that was going to be the future of money. All right. So many people lost their Bitcoins within that period. So many people lost both their paper currencies and their Bitcoin. So that gave a very wrong impression to what Bitcoin is. So anytime you mention Bitcoin in Nigeria, or perhaps some of the African countries, it would be like it's a scam. But I want to assure you that it's not a scam. I made a statement here yesterday. One of my mentors told me, he said, for anything that is called fake, look at somewhere, look very well, you'll find the original somewhere. And I also made mention that to reduce the risk of fakes and all of those scams, it's good we pay attention to learning and having good education on what this whole future of money is all about, okay? And then with the empowerment we will get from the knowledge, then that will decide on how we will maximize the opportunities that cryptocurrencies present. All right. Okay. Then another important thing I will also want to say here. Yes, this class is on YouTube. I actually posted the link earlier. So I've posted the link again. Adesuyi. All right. Thank you, Mr. Joe, for posting it again. All right, so it's available on YouTube. So in case you're having network challenge, you could just get the stream from YouTube. All right. Okay, and you could also get yesterday's class from YouTube also. All right, from the channel. We will also recommend everyone to kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get all the lectures, and all of these lectures are for free. We are not charging any dime for any of the lectures. All right. So you can visit youtube.com/IIPM International to subscribe, and then all of the videos that come alongside, you will be able to get them. You decide the ones to view and the ones not to view. All right. Okay. Now, I said something yesterday. Cryptocurrencies are the future of money. Whether we believe it or yes, that's actually the reality. And in case you've not paid attention to the history of cryptocurrency, maybe you could take time and Google through and find out the history of Bitcoin, because that's our reference point here. Find out about Bitcoin. Now, as of 2008, 2009, one Bitcoin was less than $1. It was actually about 0.003 cents. So one Bitcoin as of 2008, 2009 was less than $1. Now, in 2012, one Bitcoin was approximately $15.50 as of 2012. Now, as of 2014, 2015, one Bitcoin was approximately $2,500 to $3,000. Now, the whole economic disruption that came in via COVID empowered Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has Bitcoin was around $7,000 before the COVID-19. Now, during the COVID-19, Bitcoin rose to $9,000 to $12,000, and currently Bitcoin is approximately $16,000. Although it is gradually stepping down to $15,900, but we all know that the essence of going down is because it is shooting up to the $17,000 mark. So for those of us who want to buy cryptocurrency, this could be a good time to buy. Okay, but nonetheless, we will be talking about the indicators tomorrow. So the indicators will determine whether you should buy or not to buy. All right. Okay. So it's important for us to open our heart and learn about cryptocurrencies and everything that comes alongside with it. And another reason why I've decided to encourage people to go into cryptocurrency is because strategically, cryptocurrency is the future. All right. While other currencies are depreciating, cryptocurrency is appreciating. So those of us that may get to have ownership of cryptocurrencies today will be in charge of the tomorrow's currency. All right. Although in Nigeria, I know there are several countries here, but in Nigeria, one of the things that led to the protest of NSAX was because our government has not really understood the power of these things we are talking about. So a 16-year-old boy could actually become a billionaire overnight by trading on Bitcoin. Okay, a 12-year-old boy, just to know the skill, could become a billionaire. All right, so it doesn't determine age. You don't need a degree, you don't need a master's, you don't need education, any certificates to trade and mine Bitcoin, right? It's just to understand the skills and then begin to work with the skills. That's all you need. A 2-year-old boy, a 3-year-old boy that understands the skills is permitted to learn about it and then trade it. And that makes us very close to saying that the future billionaires and millionaires and trillionaires will actually be under the age of 20. Most of us, or most of them that will be coming up, will be exploring cryptocurrencies, and you'll find people below the age of 20 getting to become billionaires. They are not stealing, they are not breaking any bank, they are not breaking any law, just by understanding blockchain technology and understanding cryptocurrencies and trading on them, they're able to make great exploits, right? So please, we need to also encourage our government to pay attention to all of these technology disruptions that have created opportunities for everyone. One of my mentors said that cryptocurrency is the people's money. the money by the people and for the people. All right, it is the people's money. It is not regulated by government. It is not regulated by individuals. It is not owned by government. It is not owned by individuals. It is just propagated by a network of computers. So anytime you're connected to the internet, just be rest assured that you're part of the people that are forming cryptocurrencies online. Anytime you use your mobile phones, you use your computers as we are connected, just be rest assured that we are forming a whole lot of data that are going to be synchronized in the form of currencies, digital currencies. All right. I will not be surprised if Zoom will come up tomorrow and tell you that now they have their own currency, because they would have gathered a whole lot of data they feel like they should convert to currency. All right. People can trade on. All right. So that's how cryptocurrencies are generated. They are generated through network of computers distributing and collecting data. All right. Okay, so that's a little of what I could say about the summary of what we did yesterday. So how does the Bitcoin work? So there's a worldwide decentralized peer-to-peer network. Is a worldwide decentralized peer-to-peer network. Worldwide, I would say Ethernet-enabled, Ethernet-based decentralized peer-to-peer network. And when we say peer-to-peer, friend to friend, colleague to colleague, child to child, person to person, so it's actually a function of a transaction between one person and the another through just network connections, Ethernet-enabled network connections, right? So with Bitcoin, you can send money to anybody across the world, provided the person is on a Bitcoin network, all right? I can send Bitcoin to anyone, anywhere in the world. I don't need to pass through a bank. I don't need to put stamp duties. I don't need to be charged for stamp duties. I don't need to have government regulations on that, at least for now. There is no government regulation on how Bitcoin is to be used. And government, Bitcoin is not illegal, like some people will make us believe it is. Bitcoin is not illegal, okay? Bitcoin is the people's money for the people, all right? And for any time you keep buying data, you keep using the internet, just know that you're part of the people generating Bitcoin. So you not being part of the people owning it, keeping it for whatever purpose is going to be for, which is financial legal transaction. If you're just spending without getting back all of these things you're spending, maybe you could be at the losing end at the end of the day. All right. Okay. In the first case, miners create Bitcoin by using computers to solve mathematical functions. The same process verifies transactions. So Bitcoin is essentially a function of algorithms, mathematical computer algorithms, logical problems being solved using the computer, and they have softwares they use to create these coins. All right. And then Bitcoin exchanges trade conventional currencies for Bitcoin, offering a way in and out of the market for non-miners. So for some of us that are not miners, we are not software developers, we are not software programmers and all of that, we are just traders, okay? So these miners transfer these Bitcoins to an exchange, and this exchange is where the traders either buy or sell. Okay, the exchange is where the Bitcoin buys. Okay, so let's use a typical example of telecom as example. So how is data generated? Most of us don't know how data is generated, but all we know is that we buy data. So there is a platform where we can buy data. The telecommunication provides that platform where we can buy data, where we can sell data. Most of us are not interested on how data is generated. In the same vein, in crypto trading, most of us are not interested in the mining process as to the algorithm, solving the problems and all of that. But we are interested in that data that is going to come out of the mining. That data that is going to come out of the mining that we call the Bitcoin is provided on a platform where we can buy or sell. Those platforms are what we call wallets or crypto blockchain technology. Okay, those platforms are the blockchain technologies. These blockchain technologies, we create accounts on them which are called wallets, okay, or the blockchain accounts. From the blockchain account, you can buy, you can sell, you can receive, you can give Bitcoin. All right. Then individuals and businesses create wallets that allow them to send and receive Bitcoin. I've just said that. Cryptography secures the network, ensuring that all balances and transactions are safe. Okay, so we are going to use just a simple blockchain account to illustrate all of this whole grammar we've been trying to speak here. Okay, I trust we can all see I trust we could all see my screen. So let's quickly look at cryptocurrency wallet. What is it all about? So in a simple term, a cryptocurrency is, or perhaps a cryptocurrency wallet is just like you going to own a bank account. So a wallet is like a bank account. So you decide which bank to bank with. There are several cryptocurrency wallets out there, or on the blockchain technology. You have Coinbase, you have CoinDesk, you have Sex.io, you have Luno, and so many others, right? But we encourage people to use blockchain.com because somehow that's the most secured. That was the #1 blockchain technology website that came out. The #1 online exchange platform. So we encourage people to use that. Transactions are fast, transactions are easier, transactions are secured, and that's why we encourage people to use the blockchain. Please note that does not mean that you cannot use other wallets. You can use other wallets. There is Trust Wallet, there is a Tron Wallet, there is Luno Wallet, and so many other wallets out there. We have the Beconta Wallet and others. All right, so just choose the one that best suits your value, okay, or what to do. Okay, so how do you create a wallet? A cryptocurrency wallet is a software program that stores private and public keys and interacts with various blockchain to enable users to send and receive digital currency and monitor their balance. If you want to use Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, you will need to have a digital wallet. So it's like saying if you want to have have money, you have to have a bank account. Okay, that's what this is trying to say. Now, public keys, private keys. Let's try to explain them. Your public key is used to receive funds. It identifies your account on the network, and it can be searched in the blockchain ledger. All right, somebody could search for it and then get it, just like the way somebody could search for your account. If you forget your bank number or account number, you go to your account officer and say, please, can you help me retrieve this? Obviously, he can search for it and get it to you. So that's the same thing that public keys does. But the private keys are not like that. Private keys, most often, they are not disclosed. So you don't even know your private key. But private keys help to sign your transaction. So your private key is only used to sign transactions and prove you own the related public key. You should never share it under any circumstance. If you share your private key, you are at risk of losing your cryptocurrencies. Now, the private key is what grants a cryptocurrency user ownership of the funds on a given address. The blockchain wallet automatically generates and stores private keys for you. When you send from a blockchain wallet, the software signs the transaction with your private key without actually disclosing it, which indicates to the entire network that you have the authority to transfer the fund on the address you are sending from. Okay, now, to help secure your account, there is always what we call a recovery phrase when you're opening a wallet. So there is a 12-word recovery phrase. Now, that 12-word recovery phrase is part of the things that form your private key. If you release your 12-word recovery code to anybody, the person can log into blockchain, recover your account, and then spend your money or spend your Bitcoin the way he or she wants. I will repeat this again. Without your recovery, without your 12-digit recovery code, which is part of your private key, nobody can tamper with your account. All right, and we are going to show all the security measures you could follow to actually secure your funds. All right, okay. So in blockchain.com wallet, your 12-word recovery phrase is a seed of all the private keys of all the addresses generated within the wallet. This is what allows you to restore access to your funds, even if you lose access to your original wallet. Now, if you don't store your recovery phrase very well, if you lose your password or you forget your password, the only way to recover your password is by the use of this 12-word private key. So please, if you must come into cryptocurrency, please make sure you don't disclose your recovery word, your recovery phrase rather, and you don't lose it. So by all means, preserve it. Okay. Using the backup phrase will copy over your private keys to a new wallet. So somebody can actually use your private key to make a duplicate of your wallet and then siphon what is there, essentially creating an exact replica of your original wallet, complete with used addresses and transaction history. So you could actually have your account with you. If someone else has your recovery phrase, the person can replicate it and then steal whatever thing that is in your crypto account. So we have to be very careful. Now, how do you now create a blockchain account or wallet? We are recommending you use blockchain.com, and the guide on how to create it is simple. So you open, if you have a computer, an extra computer with you, you could just do this as we are doing it. So you open to blockchain.com in your browser, then go to sign up. Under blockchain wallet, fill out your email and your password. You receive notification that your wallet had been created successfully. Check your email to verify it. When you click on the verify on the email you receive a wallet ID. That wallet ID is formed in cryptography. All right, it is not numbers only, it is not letters only, it is a mixture of numbers, letters, and alphanumeric content. All right, so you can log into your account using your wallet ID and password. After you have secured your wallet ID, that becomes the key you will use to log in with your password to your wallet. Okay. Now, for wallet security, some people have already created their wallet, but they've not been able to secure it. All right. So for your wallet security, what do? When you log into your wallet, you go to where you see security is always at the top right corner. So you click on security. Then from the security, you can enable your two-factor authentication, and you can enable other security measures. And then from there also, that's where you get your recovery phrase or your backup phrase. So how do we do that? When you click on security, this is example of what you have. So on the basic, you have your email to verify, which if you verify it, you get your wallet ID. Then you have your two-factor verification. So you see here, enable. So if you click on enable, you will get, it will ask you to input your phone number and all of that. You put your phone number, they will send you a code. You input the code to synergize your phone network with your cryptocurrency network or your blockchain network. What this does is that what the two-factor authentication does is that if anybody tries to log into your account, you will receive an OTP of permission. If you are not the one that is telling the person to log in, you will receive the listing and you can easily block that. Without the OTP, nobody can log into your account. The only way somebody can log into your account without an OTP is if the person has your 12-word phrase. So he will kindly go to recover funds and then use the 12-word phrase and boycott the two-factor authentication, right? But if your backup phrase is with you and anybody's trying to attempt any malpractice on your account, it will definitely not go through because you will receive the OTP and obviously you're not going to release it. When you enable your email and your OTP and enable your two-factor authentication, what it does is that when someone tries to access your account, you will receive an email first to authorize the login. When you authorize the login, let's assume the person has access to your email and the person logs into your email and then click on authorize login. When the person clicks on authorize login, the login will ask the person to input the codes the OTP code that have been sent to your phone. So with such, the person will not be able to proceed. All right, so that's good. Then the next one is for you to click on backup funds. When you click on backup funds, you receive 12 word, which you have to write down carefully. There is an order, it will give you the 12 funds. If you misplace the order, you misplace the process. If you misplace the 12 digit completely, you've lost your funds completely. So you have to be careful. All right, you follow the order, write it down. Please find a good digital environment and store your backup phrase. Don't just write it down in your jotter. You could write it down in your jotter, but please store it in a digital environment where, should there be any loss of your what do you call it, of your wallet, physical wallet, you can use the digital environment to recover. All right. Okay, so for those of us that have not been able to get a 12-digit phrase and do a two-factor authentication, this is simply what you do. When you log in, you go to security. When you click on security, it brings you to something like this, and then you enable your two-factor authentication. It will ask you for your phone numbers. You put your phone number, you receive an OTP, you put it back, and then to be verified, then you click on backup funds to get your 12-digit phrase. Please write it down carefully and store it. You could also check the the advanced security. If you click on the advanced security, this is what you see. On the advanced security, you could change your password. If you notice any malpractice or anybody trying to, okay, let's assume you just receive an OTP that somebody wants to log into your account. That's an indication that someone already has ownership or is in possession of your password. If you notice such thing, you could log in, then go to your password and change it. By so doing, you would have stopped the person from using your password. If the person still has access to your password, since you don't know who the person is, the person could be playing and playing and playing, and one day you have access to your phone and then be able to get access to your account. All right. So to avoid such things, just change your password. All right. And you could also enable or disable your two-factor authentication. And then you could also whitelist the IP addresses through which you can log in. Okay, what this means is that if you have the IP of your computer and you fill it, this place you have a space, you fill it there and click on save. If any other person try to log in from any other computer, it won't allow it because the IP has already been restricted. So you could also do restricted IP login. So where you restrict IPs that you don't want them to come in. So if you want to restrict IPs from America, IPs from Nigeria, IPs from countries of you don't want to just restrict them, okay, and block them off. So anybody trying to make any attempt on your account from such IPs will never go through. Okay, then you have the other one there, the wallet access via Tor. Okay, then you have the password stretching, which you could edit and stretch your password, and then you could have API access. You could also create APIs for your access. Okay, that means you could use other network to access apart from your system, right? But to avoid issues, what we typically encourage you to do is get to have your blockchain wallet downloaded via Play Store. So download blockchain and then synchronize your desktop with your app. Even if you lose your phone, you will not lose your system. Even if you lose your system, you will not lose your phone, all right? So with that, you'll be able to protect your IP, and you will also be able to ensure that no other IP will be able to access your account, all right? Now, how to receive BTC from your wallet? How do you receive BTC from your wallet? It's simple. When you open to blockchain and login, you go to request, click on request. So when you click on request, you will see this pop-up, right? So you see the address there. That's the cryptographical function we are talking about. You see 1J4F, all of that. So that's a cryptography. And you also see a barcode. So you could, if you want to receive from someone, you could copy. You see the copy sign there. So you could just click with your cursor, click on copy, and it will show you copied. Then you could send it through email or text message or WhatsApp or Facebook, whichever one you want to use to send to the person. You could send it to the person, and the person sends the requested crypto either in BTC or in dollars or whichever currency you choose. All right. So that's example typically of what you. Okay. Please, I want to be sure that you're seeing my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, can you please type 1 in the chat room? If you can see my screen, please, can you type 1 in the chat room? All right, thank you so much for seeing my screen. Thank you. Okay, so if you copy, you send, and this address you send to the person will use it to send to your own address or to your own account. Then you receive and confirm. All right. So it's a simple process, but you have to be very careful while copying the address. Please don't try to write the address like you want to type it by yourself. Just click on copy and copy it and send to the person. All right. Then the next one is how to send BTC. The same way you go to send after you've logged in, you go to send. Before you send, obviously you would have had some dollars or some currency in your wallet or some BTC that you want to send, right? So you click on send. Make sure you have the correct receiver's address. Okay, fill in the details carefully. Choose priority under network fees and continue. All right, so this is the pop-up you have. You see the currency you want to send, that's Bitcoin. If it is Ethereum, if it is Ripple, whichever other currency you deal with, that's what you find. You just change it to what you want. Then you see this place, a paste, scan, or select destination. This is where you paste the address, the receiver's address. All right, so you paste it here. And then you select how much you want to send to the person, either in dollars, then you see the equivalent in BTC. If it is a purchase you're making, you could put a transaction description here. Whatever thing you're doing, put a transaction description here. And then you select priority as your network fee. The essence of priority is that priority is faster. If you choose regular, you see the estimated confirmation time will be 1 hour plus. If you choose regular, your estimated confirmation time will be 1 hour plus. That's if you choose regular. If you choose priority, within 10-15 minutes, if there is no high volume of trade on the blockchain technology, you will receive it in less than 1 minute. But if there is high volume of trade, it may take you 10 to 15 minutes to confirm it. So priority is faster than regular. All right. All right. So how do you confirm transactions? On your what do you call it now? On your dashboard, your login dashboard, you click on Bitcoin, and then you'll be able to view all the transaction histories that go there. So from there, you see something like this: sent, received, and all of that. Okay. If it is sent, you will see the arrow like this. If it is not sent, if it is still confirming, you will see it loading. Okay. If it's sent, it will be up. If it is down, that means it's received. All right. Then you could see the address that you sent to, or you see the address that you received from. Okay. So you see address from, address to. Okay. So you could also see the volume of transactions you are either receiving or sending. All right. Okay. So that's typically. Now, buying BTC, how do you buy BTC? Basically, we encourage peer-to-peer because that's what the whole network is all about. So how do you buy BTC? You could buy from online exchanges like blockchain. In Nigeria, blockchain does not allow Nigerians, or our location, Nigeria is not yet enlisted on blockchain. But you could use things like Luno. On Coinbase also, Nigeria is not enlisted yet. But you could use things like Luno. The challenge with Luno is that Luno only trades on Naira. Okay, so you can't trade on dollars. So in case you want to become a forex trader and you want to be converting your Bitcoin to dollars and then sell, you won't be able to do that on Luno. And also the charges on Luno tend to be a little bit higher. All right. So we encourage peer-to-peer trading. What is peer-to-peer trading? Peer-to-peer trading is just a typical example of what we want to find, what we want to form a community of people who are interested in buying and selling of cryptocurrency. So you just place an order and say, I want to buy 1,000 BTC, and somebody else tells you, okay, I want to sell 1,000 BTC. You might not even get 1,000 from one person. Another person could give you 100. Another person will give you 200. So by the end of the day, from the community, you'll be able to buy your cryptocurrency comfortably, and you'll be able to sell your cryptocurrency comfortably too. So how do you buy? Find a trusted seller, pay for the BTC into the person's account. So you pay into the traditional account, Zenith Bank, UBA, according to depending on the account the person provides to you. You pay the equivalent amount of dollars or naira or any currency that you're paying to that person's account, and then the person will send you equivalent BTC to your own address. So you send your receiving address to the person, and the person sends to you, then you confirm. But remember, this transaction is based on trust, and this is where people talk about scam. If you don't have a trusted seller, the trusted buyer, that's where the scamming comes to place. And that's why in the community that we want to form, we are going to have simple policies that will help us fight against scam. Okay, so that's simple enough. Selling your BTC peer-to-peer. Find a trusted buyer also. Send your account number to the buyer. The buyer pays for the BTC or vis-a-vis. They request for their receiving address and then confirm transaction. What we mean by vis-a-vis or vice versa? The buyer can pay into your account before you send the BTC, or you can send before the buyer will pay. It depends on your arrangement with the buyer. Now, in the community we want to form, it's so simple that even if nobody is interested in buying, we as a community will buy from you. Even if nobody is interested in selling, we as a community will sell to you. So you have zero risks to bother about. Okay, you have zero risks to bother about. If you want to sell, in less than 5 minutes, you should be able to conclude your transaction. If you want to buy, in less than 5 minutes, you should be able to conclude your transaction. That's all we want to achieve. And it's a simple thing to achieve. And we'll have simple policies that will help us achieve that. All right. So you don't need to be afraid of it. Now, I will be stopping here. Then tomorrow, we will continue with crypto trading and then look at the crypto indicators or Bitcoin indicators for trading. And that will just be another 1 hour section. And then we will now decide whether we want to buy, sell, join the community or not. So how do you typically make money from crypto or Bitcoin? You can buy and sell, just like the way you make money from Forex. You buy dollar when it's 460 and you sell when it is 470. It's your choice. You buy crypto when it is $15, you sell when it is $16. It is your choice. You can also make money through exchange. So you buy and exchange for others. So you could buy, that would now be the investment option. So you could buy high volume and then exchange for others. Now note, you could exchange BTC to Ethereum. You could exchange BTC to Ripple. You could exchange BTC to Litecoin. You could exchange BTC to any other coin. In the same way, you could exchange other coins to BTC. So if you want to say you want to be a crypto exchanger, all you need to do is present yourself as a crypto exchanger. Somebody want to buy Ripple, you exchange and give to the person. Fees apply. You are the one that will determine your fees, although there is going to be charge. You are not going to charge more than what the price list says. You're not the one that will determine the price list. It's not the community that will determine the price list. It is the blockchain technology that will determine the price list. Then you can also make money through appreciation. You buy and you hold. When it appreciates, you sell. You could also make money through crypto or Bitcoin mining, where it involves solving mathematical problems using software, crypto mining software. And then you could also make money through investment and brokerage. You could either make money through investment, you invest into cryptocurrency, like currently we have on blockchain, you could invest and make 5% of your crypto. So blockchain handles that for you. You could also do that by brokerage. You get a trader or a crypto broker who will invest and trade for you, and you pay him or her a commission. There are other ways to also make money on crypto trading. Now, some of the ways to make money on crypto trading is like what we are doing right here. Though this trading is free, But there are a whole lot of courses online on crypto trading that if you're good on crypto and you want to go into building courses for cryptos, then you can build a course and sell them on BTC. Okay, your currency for sale will become BTC. So people will buy your book, buy your assets with BTC. You can also provide advisory for those investors that's consulting. So there are several other approaches you can use. But before you go into this other advanced method I'm talking about, you must have been a trader, understood the whole system, and then being able to get it. Some other people also use networking to create BTCs. But our problem with networking, or my personal bias with networking, is that most of the networking platforms are easily hijacked. And networking always get to the point of APES. So some people get not to be paid. So I personally don't buy into it. Okay, please, that's my personal bias. I'm not saying it's not good. Before you go into any of the networking platform, please take your time, go through Google reviews and read all the reviews before you put your money in. All right. Okay, so this is where we are going to stop. So tomorrow we'll be continuing again by 7 p.m. And I trust by tomorrow we would have had enough information to decide. But what we've actually done tonight is showing us how to get understanding how the cryptocurrency works, and then opening our wallet, securing our wallet, knowing how to receive and send cryptos, and then knowing how to buy or sell cryptos, right? Okay, so that's all we've learned tonight. Okay, so if there is any question for me, I'll be very glad to attempt to provide answers. So if you have a question, please feel free. You could raise your hand, you could send your questions in the chat room, and then we will deal with them. But more of what I will advise for those of us who have interest, Christmas is just by the corner, and one of the there is a projection. Currently, crypto BTC is around 15. Let's just check it and be sure. So let's check blockchain and find out how much it is as of now. Okay, so as of now, okay, still looking. Okay, so as of now, one BTC is 15,891. Remember yesterday when we were dealing with this, it was 16,300 before we left, right? So it has dropped. But like I said earlier, this is actually is expected because it's going to be rising. All right, it's going to be rising. It's going to be rising towards $17,000. So for those of us who may take the risk to buy now, by December, you could be earning a very good increase on your BTC or Ethereum, whichever one you choose to buy. All right. Okay. So this is what we have. And I would like to have questions now. If you have your question, please, you could ask me. You have any concern, you could ask me. It's just about 3 minutes or 4 minutes after 8. So if we could take 5 minutes more, I think that would be great. If there are questions, please feel free to ask me. Okay, please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please endeavor to do so that you could get all of these videos for free. We are not charging anybody anything for these videos or for this tutorial, because our assignment is simple. We just want you to be rich. So if you get to be rich, we too will be rich. All right. Okay, so I have Imole Julius. Please, Imole, good evening and welcome once again. Please kindly unmute and let's hear from you. Imole, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. Please. Thank you. Good evening and welcome. Please kindly go ahead with your question.
Okay, sir. My question is simple. Since Nigeria can buy on blockchain, so like, is it Okay, letting go the commissions, which could be high, can someone actually buy on other trust, other platform who accept Naira transaction or transaction from Nigeria, then transfer into blockchain?
Yes, is well possible. Like I said yesterday and today, the blockchain is like CBN harboring different banks, right? So you can transfer from Stanbic to UBA, from UBA to Zenith. But the only challenge is just the cost of transaction.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
The transaction fees or their commissions.
Yes, the transaction fee could be quite high. Okay. And I gave an instance yesterday. Let me see whether I will find. I can't really remember this. Is it? Okay, I will not really be able to find it now. Okay, but before the class ends, let me see whether I will get the. I will just try to show us something where you can actually buy with Naira, but when you try to transfer, the charges could be actually more than the Naira that you have. So what would be the essence? All right. Like I said yesterday, I wanted to buy 1,000 BTC. So to transfer it from that to blockchain, I was to pay over 170,000 just to transfer it. So that was terrible. Okay, that was terrible. So it's just better you buy from blockchain through a peer-to-peer approach. It's cheaper, it's faster, and it helps a lot. All right. Okay. Someone said from the chat room, says since BTC is 15,891.20, does it mean that one need that amount to buy one Bitcoin? Yes, that's what it means. But it does not mean that you need all of this to invest. You could start with your $20, your $10, your $5, your $100, as the case may be. Okay, if you have all the whole money to buy one BTC, why not? You could buy. But since all of us don't have all the money to buy one BTC, you could start from what you have. So if it is $50 you want to give us a try, you could start with that. Then when you're able to play around it and you find out that okay, it's what you want, you can increase it. Okay. And someone said, what's the minimum amount in dollars or Naira one can invest or buy? There is no minimum, there is no maximum. There is no minimum. Just like I said, you could start with any amount you have. 1 Naira, 2 Naira, 3 Naira, $1, $2, $3, $500, $600, $1,000. The only thing I could say here is your profit is determined by your investment. Just like the way you put your money in the bank, your interest is determined by the volume of money you deposit. That's the same way it works here. If someone invests $1,000, you don't expect him to get the same profit as someone who invests $100. So maybe someone with $1,000 could be making a profit of $500, and the person with $100 could be making a profit of $20. So that's how it works. All right. Okay, please, could there be any other questions for me? Okay, I'm expecting there's any question. Could there be any other question for me, or we should call it a day from here? Okay, so I have this this particular platform. You could actually buy a Naira in dollars in anything, but the challenge here is that the transaction fees are so terrible, right? So terrible. They call it cofratepay.com. And if I could show us an example of what I mean, maybe we will get it. Just follow me a little. We are rounding up right now. Okay, so this was me doing some practicals here to find out whether it was going to work or not. Okay. So I bought about $4 or $5, just trying to check. I bought $5 and I was charged 3.90. Okay, first I received apart from network charges, I received 4.80 from the $5 I bought. Then to transfer this money from here to my blockchain, I was charged 3.90 to transfer that. So you could now wonder how much could have entered my blockchain at the end of the day. Okay, so let's see whether we could find a little more this thing to show. Sending money. So let's assume I'm sending dollars. So I say I'm sending $1,000 and I'm sending it to my blockchain. Just follow me and just see how much I'll be charged just to send $1,000. Unable to complete request today, please try again. It's okay. So maybe they're having a downtime or they don't want us to see what is happening. I think their processor is down. So let's try again. Okay, unfortunately, they are not up at the moment, but would have just used that to show us what's happening. Okay, all right. So men and brethren, thank you so much for being part of this discussion session tonight. I trust that you would have learned something. Okay, someone said, does that mean someone must have Bitcoin account before you can trade on cryptocurrency? Not that you must have a Bitcoin account. You just need to have a crypto wallet. It mustn't be a Bitcoin. If you have a crypto wallet, it contains all the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin inclusive. So before you could start trading on cryptocurrencies, you just have to have a wallet. So you must have a wallet before you start buying or selling or receiving or sending of cryptocurrency. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Okay, could you have any other question? Any other question? Any concern at all? If you have any concern, please ask us, because we are here to just bring information to all of us. Okay. If you have any concern, if you have any question, please, you could go ahead and ask us, and then we will answer you. Okay, so if there are no questions, then we can call it a night from here. So we'll meet again 7 p.m. tomorrow. And by tomorrow, we'll be dealing with serious business. Okay, we'll be dealing with serious business tomorrow. So don't ever try to miss tomorrow's section. And please, if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please endeavor to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's very, very important. You get to be part and parcel of the whole thing. So I'm posting the YouTube channel again. Please endeavor to subscribe, and see you tomorrow by 7 p.m. Thank you. God bless you. You have a wonderful night rest. Thank you.